What's happening, guys? So are you thinking about buying in 2023, but you're not really quite sure if you should or not? Well, hey, listen, grab a cup of coffee, and without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this. So welcome back, guys. My name is Steve. I'm a realtor out here in the Los Angeles San Gabriel Valley, working with Suarez Realty Group, and today I wanted to discuss, should you buy in 2023 or should you just wait and try to time the market? That's kind of what I wanted to talk about, kind of give you my own opinions. I kind of read some things, some interesting statistics. So go ahead and grab that cup of coffee like I had mentioned earlier, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. So as we all know, in 2020, 2021, and part of 2023, housing has just been crazy, right? So there's been a lot of like craziness. People have been outbid. So maybe you're a buyer who was trying to buy back then, and now you're kind of feeling like, gosh, like, you know what, I'm just going to wait, try to see if the market goes down. I think it's a great opportunity for you guys that have actually been outbid in the past to start looking now, because you're probably sitting on some money. You've got your down payment and your closing costs, and you're ready to buy. You have an idea where you'd like to go, and it's a great time to buy, in my opinion. So according to the National Association of Realtors, they predict the median existing home price will rise just at 0.3% in 2023, which is significantly less than it was in 2022 or 2021. It had jumped to 18.2%, and then in 2022 it was at 9.6% year over year increase. So big difference from 18.1 in 2021 to 0.3% or 3% in 2023. Now, as far as mortgage rates, they have doubled in 2022. So with the 20-year fixed rate mortgage went from 3% at the beginning of 2022, and in 2022 ending in December it was close to 6% and above, right? So that's what interest rates are at. So in 2023 we're expected to average about 5.2% to 6.8% according to recent forecasts by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the mortgage bankers, and the Association of Realtors as well. So basically, what does this all mean for you guys that are waiting to buy and stuff? So basically, with mortgage rates going down, or actually going up in this case, they've actually kind of gone down a little bit. They're expected to go down a little bit more. But I know in 2021 and part of 2022, interest rates got really low, so money was really cheap to borrow, right? So you're looking at 2 to 3% interest rates and stuff. But then again, at the same time, you were getting outbid by other buyers because we had this frenzy, I think, which is more like FOMO. People were just kind of afraid to lose out, and just a bunch of madness was going on during that time. So that leads me to this year in 2023. I think it's a great opportunity if you could put aside the idea of interest rates. So, put aside the interest rates, and we still have a shortage of homes, but the position that you're in now as a buyer, you have more leverage over the seller now. So you still got sellers that are trying to sell their homes for more than what they're worth, right? So, but you as a buyer have more leverage now since their houses are sitting on the market a little bit longer. Now, this all depends on the market that you're in. We're out here in California, so housing is still a little bit higher than average. East Coast and West Coast tend to be a little bit higher, right? But if you could put aside the interest rates, look at the pricing of a house, right? So the same house that you buy today, 5 to 10 years from now, it's gonna be worth more. So you're not gonna be able to go back and buy this house for the price that you would be able to buy it today. So, but what you can control is your interest rates, because more than likely interest rates are going to go down, and at that point you could go ahead and refinance. So just kind of give you an example, and I'll give you my own personal experience. Bought in 2008, the house was $360. It was a foreclosure. I bought it as is. Went in, did my own type of like renovations and stuff. Interest rates were at 6.25%. Several years later, when the market started to change, interest rates went down. I refinanced to 4.25 and went from there, right? So now as far as the house itself, it has appreciated. So like I said, bought it for I think 360 is what we closed on, and this was in 2008. Now in 2002 or 2022, maybe about 15 years later, that house now was selling during that whole frenzy. Houses in that neighborhood were selling for close to 800 to 900,000, right? So it appreciated. Now currently right now in this market right now, you're probably looking at about 650 to 700,000, maybe a little bit more, just depending on how many upgrades and the condition of the house. But now that I can't control, but it has gone up, right? Because I knew I was going to stay there long term. But as far as interest rates went, I knew at some point it would drop and I would just refinance. And that's exactly what I did. So that's what I'm trying to convey here, that if you're ready to buy, and only you know if you're ready, if you have your finances in order, you've been pre-qualified, you've talked to a lender, maybe you're working with an agent, you have an idea where you'd like to live, then it probably is a good time. I would say it is a good time. You know, like I said, you have more leverage over the sellers. You can ask for a little bit more, and you're probably, if you've been waiting to buy or been looking to buy since 2020, then you probably are sitting on some cash, right? So great time to buy. I think if you could put aside the interest rates and do what's best for you and your family, I think you're going to come up I know you're going to come up, because if you decide to stay in this house for 5 to 10 years, I guarantee more than likely that house is going to appreciate and interest rates will have gone down since now, and you're going to be able to refinance that. But you won't be able to find that house that you're looking at right now today for this same price 5 to 10 years. That's not going to happen. It's going to go up. Housing always goes up. It's appreciating asset. It's unlike a car, where if you buy a car, as soon as you drive off that lot, it's already depreciating. So hopefully this has helped you out. In the description down below, I'm going to put a couple of articles that you can read. I have my information down there if you guys want to reach out to me. I've also got a lender that I work with here in the office, and we'd be more than happy to help you guys out. So any questions you guys have, hopefully this has helped you out. Thank you again. My name is Steve. I'm a realtor out here in the Los Angeles, San Gabriel Valley. Reach out. Love to talk. Thanks, guys.